endorse either candidate, but knows them both, but said, Doris, you have to speak no further. I know the running mate against him, but I know him more. I've known him first. My vote will always be for Judge Jason B. Thompson because I knew him when he was even in law school, Doris. I'm like, what? You knew him that long? So I'm going to echo the words of this great friend. I can't say her name, but she is high power into politics. And she said to me, if you know this man, and I totally agree with her words, he is one of those few that you can look at him and say, let my work speak for me. He is that kind of man. He is a wonderful man. He's a man of his word, a man of his honor, and exactly who we need to always keep in office. Cast your vote on that great day. What's the date, everybody?
May 19th.
May 19th. Make sure you cast your vote for the Honorable Jason B. Thompson.
Amen. His fashion style is a lot better than mine. He's a future fashion designer. And so the one thing, there you go. Bob is also a veteran. Bob served our country.
Thank you for your service. Thank you, sir.
Bobby has always been one of those guys that says, if you need me there, you call me and I will be there. So Bobby, thank you for always being willing to help. I always appreciate that. At this table, I've got a whole bunch of other friends that are helping out here today. Morgan was an intern when she was in high school at the Fayette County High School, where a number of us went. Morgan, I gotta put you on the spot. When you were at Fayette County High School, when you were an intern, her classroom was Fayette County State. She went there for first and second period, and she worked on special projects. She helped us with filing, she helped us with answering phones, she helped us with all the special, and when she was done, she went to the courtroom and she watched. And I told Morgan, I go, it's not like CSI, it's not like Law and Order, it's not like Matlock, and she asked me what a Matlock was. But Morgan, will you tell me a little bit about some of the stuff you did when you were there, just maybe about 30 seconds worth of what you did as an intern?
So essentially, my role as an intern was to support Judge Thompson with the administrative tasks and with any of the school visits that he did. So anytime the judge would go to elementary schools, middle schools, and high schools, that's how he ended up recruiting me, right? He had to have different presentations. So we would make sure that he had all the information he needed, everything was set up. If a group of children or if students were coming to the courtroom themselves, we also helped to plan those events. So we were like, we did a little bit of event coordination, presentation work, and like I said, administrative duties. And it was really, I think, impactful for me to see what actual legal work looked like in practice. And I did really appreciate the opportunity. And so even though I'm not going to law school now, it is undeniable that the experience that I had with you directly led to my career path now. So I really appreciate it.
So our school visits are important because we want to go out to the school and see the kids. Tell them, make good choices. Lots of kids, they're having a hard time doing that, especially with this. It's hard to be a kid with this now because they have access to bad stuff. There's a lot of cyberbullying. There's a lot of bad videos being passed around and everything. So we go explain and make good choices, but just want to be present with kids and go there. So we went to every school. We go and invited the kids there. So she helped us out. So thank you very much. Perry went to McIntosh High School. When he was in high school, he came and he says, I want to go meet with the judge and see if I want to go to law school. We talked, and he chose not to go to law school. So that shows what kind of impact I had. But he came back years later and was like, you know what, I'm thinking about law school again. And then he came back, and I've got a picture of Perry when he first came, second came. And Perry's much taller than me now. I was a little bit taller than me then. All right. But Perry's been helping on the campaign, and you did some special projects for us here. We have some folks at the new probation project, and you were actually the guinea pig, and you actually kind of went through everything. Will you tell them about that, like, real quick?
Oh, sure thing. Judge Thompson handles the DUI court and the veterans court, and this was another along the lines of those systems where we have this probation program we're testing out to help people that were possibly going to seek a program that helps them rehabilitate instead of spending their entire sentence in jail. And so we just had a doctor, a local guy who created this program and wanted to test it out, see if it was something we could implement. And Anna Grace and I and a few others helped out test that program and gave feedback so we could make it as good as it could possibly be.
And now Perry's thinking law school next year. So we're going back on the Anna Grace, I met Anna Grace a long time ago. Probably right out of law school, 25 years ago, I was coaching a U10 soccer team, and her brother was on the team. And then she reaches back out 25 years later, is like, I'm thinking about law school. Can I come by the office? She came by the office, and she's been volunteering, and she told me about a couple of weeks ago, we wrote the letter of recommendation, everything, and something about you got a full ride to law school. So she comes by, she volunteers in the office, and so what kind of projects are you doing?
So yeah, like what you were saying, I help with that projects. I help organize events like People's Law School, which is an event that Judge Thompson offers, which I think is really cool. Where yes, attorneys from the area come over and talk about just different legal topics, giving general, I don't know, not legal advice, obviously not that, but general legal basic knowledge for people who to come and learn about, which I think is super cool. And anything else, any other presentations for events and stuff like that, anything that's to be worked on, I guess.
People's Law School, we know it for 19 years. I know 19 years because my wife was pregnant with our first child and she was helping me teach it. And he's now at University of North Georgia in his second year. And my wife she's a lawyer, but she's also a judge. She's the judge for the city of Fayetteville and town of Tyrone, which makes me the second best judge in my own home. I'm okay with that. But we go out and we do the People's Law School. Sylvia, you've got to come to the People's
And
Law
it's
School.
wonderful.
All right?
I've attended the People Law School. and
Zinni's been
I'm
there.
gonna tell you.
Bobby, have you been to one before?
I haven't been to
We're going to get you to one. And so it's a free section. People just don't know what goes on in the courthouse. What do y'all do over there? So we do these very short sessions, and I have great lawyers from town. They talk about their specialty and what they do, and it really just educates the community on what they're doing. So Anna Grace helps us out a lot. And one of our newest members is Mackenzie. Mackenzie went to Whitewater High School with my son and his girlfriend, and is thinking about law school. So next thing you know, we're having coffee, and then she's volunteering at the office. And then I said one day, go in the courtroom and watch trial. And then who had jury duty that day but her dad? So her dad had jury duty, and she was in the courtroom watching. And how was that experience?
It was interesting, even though the case wasn't that interesting. But it was nice to see like what actually happened in the courtroom, except like not on judge's duty and stuff like that, which is very different. But it was fun to see like how everything actually happened in real life, like in front of my eyes.
And she's not lying. It was not an interesting case. But here's the cool thing. Her dad was a juror. Now, what did your dad think?
Oh, my dad loved it.
Yeah.
He still talks about it. It was like a while ago, and he's like, I really don't know if I made the right decision. And I'm like, well, it really wasn't that big of a deal.
But the cool thing is we have a jury system where we bring members of the community. They didn't know each other, and they heard this case, and they worked at it really, really hard. And your dad really worked at it. So we've got these great students that we're working with, and Sylvia, we've got to get you over there. We wanted to get you plugged in too, because we got somebody else who wants to go to law school here. So I'm going to leave you with this. It is a pleasure serving as your state court judge. And what I try to do every day is do what my grandmothers told me to. I had two incredible grandmothers. I had one grandmother that raised 4 kids as a single mom in Atlanta. And she got on the bus every day and went to Macy's and left my aunt in charge of the 3 little boys, but she always made sure that there was a meal there. And when I got home, they all had their baths and went to bed and did their homework. And on Sunday, they all went to Sunday school, and she taught Sunday school up until her final days when she couldn't teach anymore. So she brought them up and made sure they did right. My other grandmother, she was amazing. She actually served in the Women's Army Corps in World War II. So right after college, she went into the Army and she was assigned to the Pentagon. She was an administrative assistant there, and even on her deathbed, she wouldn't tell any of the secrets that she worked on. Then she went and taught in Fulton County at elementary school for 40 years. So I had 2 great grandmothers. When I was appointed as judge, we had a family event. And they sat at the table and they told me to do these 3 things. They said, every day you better do this. When somebody comes into the courtroom, you treat everybody respectfully. It doesn't matter how they treat you, you treat them better than they treat you. Because remember, they may not want to be there. They may be told they have to be there. They may be scared, they may be nervous, they may roll their eyes at you, they may mutter under their breath, but you treat them better than they treat you. That's just simple stuff. That's the golden rule.
Yes, sir.
Number
Yeah.
2,
Yeah.
you treat everybody equal. She says it doesn't matter where they went to church. It doesn't matter if they went to church. It doesn't matter where they go to school. It doesn't matter if they go to school. Everybody gets treated equally. And they said the third thing is, whatever you do, you just follow the law. You don't make up the rule and say, well, I like him, so I'll do it this way. I like her, I'll do it this way. Well, I really don't like him, so I'll do it this. Nope. Whatever the decision is, you just follow the law. And if you do those 3 things, you treat everybody respectfully, equally, and you just follow the law in every decision. If you've done your job and you go home and you put your bed on the pillow and you've done your job, and I try to make sure that I do that for my grandmothers every night. So, I'll continue to do that, Doris, with your help and your friends' help. So, here's how you can help. Number 1, vote. If you got family in town, vote. Get them all to vote. As many people will vote, because people don't know who we are. Who are these? What are these? What do they do? But it's important that you go vote. So go vote on May 19th. Tell people. Doris has told all of Fayette County. I don't have to tell anybody else. Doris has told everybody. But tell somebody else just in case. And we have a website on the back of here. Go visit our website. You can learn how you can volunteer, how you can do things, and we have 1,050 signs. We put up 1,020. We got 30 sign locations left. So if you need a sign, we got a sign for you. Or you know a neighbor that needs a sign, let us know. We can deliver a sign. You can leave with a sign. Those help a lot, because I was driving around with somebody the other day and they go, oh, who is that person that has a sign? Who is that person? I said, you know what? I really don't know. But you know what? Somebody who is a friend of a friend says, I vouch for this person. And I believe in this person. And we put the sign up for, it's only 82 more days now. We put the sign up for 82 days. So if you'll put a sign up, grab a sign. You want it delivered? We'll deliver it. If you know of a friend, do it. But just vote, support us any way you can, endorse. This is the most spectacular meet and greet, and I really enjoy meeting everybody. Thank you very much.
Well worth it.
Thank you.
It's my pleasure.
You are the best. She is the best.
Well,
Thank you. Thank you very much. Destiny, thank you very much. And if you have questions, I'll stick around for questions. Anything you need, let me know. And I know for sure Sylvia's going to come to the office. We're getting her in law school.
That's right.
There you go.
That's right.
All right.